All right, hello guys. Mr. Martin, Mr. Paul, uh, Mr. Goku. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
All right. Welcome to this live support meeting slash PPI trading. For those of you who were not here yesterday, we traded the CPI spike, and we had a very good entry, and we made a very good amount of profits. But that video has been privated due to some reasons. We exposed some confidential information on our PC that we were not supposed to password to some of the accounts, so we had to private the video. Hopefully later we can edit the video and publish it for you guys to watch how the candle trader system works. We're going to be doing this again. We're going to be trading the PPI news, but before that, it's about 30 minutes to the event, so we have a lot of time to talk. So if you have any support issues, you can ask any questions. You can ask. I'm actually expecting some people here that have third-party Forex robot issues regards to installation and the rest of that, so you can ask any question. If you're watching this from YouTube, you can also ask your questions as well. I'll be on the live chats, viewing the live chat, so you can ask whatever questions that you have. So over to you guys. Mr. Paul, can you hear me? Do you have any questions for me?
Yes, I hear you.
Okay, so do you have any questions for me?
No, I don't have much. I just joined to watch.
Okay.
Just I was in a trade of gold. Buy. It is a buy trade. I don't know if I can exit it now. That is it.
You're on a buy trade on a specific pair?
Yes, on gold.
Okay. So if you don't have your stop loss moved to break even, now would be a good time to exit the market. Okay, now would be a very good time to exit the market. I'm actually not expecting.
So it is good that I exit the market.
Yes, obviously. I'm actually not expecting, a whole lot of spike in the market today because of the volatility yesterday, obviously. So many people would be, either taking profits or staying away from the market. So depends on. I don't know the future. I can't see the future, right? But basically, with the spike yesterday, statistically, it's not going to be as much as using past data. It's not going to be as much as what we saw yesterday. But if you have a trade opened, now would be a good time to exit from that trade. If you don't have your stop loss moved over to break even, now will be a good time to exit on that trade. Okay. Let me just see if I can show you my screen before we start with Mr. Zoki today. Mr. Zoki, I can see you're ready for us today. I can't hear you. It seems your microphone is muted.
No, I just wasn't talking.
Okay.
I'm watching cricket.
Okay. So maybe afterwards, we're going to look at what we have on my screen. Maybe after attending to Mr. Zoki, because after the CPI news, I am going to be very tired. I have to take some rest. But we're going to be trading the PPI, and then we're going to be attending to all of you, one after the other. So let's go over to you, Mr. Joshua. So, Mr. Paul, does that answer your question? Now would be a good time to exit the market. If you haven't moved your stop loss to break even, now would be a good time to exit that trade, because if it goes against you, you're going to hit your stop loss. You can gamble it, that's fine, but it's gambling. Okay? So, Mr. Joshua, over to you. Do you have any questions for us? before we
No,
move on?
no, no.
All right. What
Sorry,
about you,
Dad.
Mr. Martin? Any questions? Mr. Martin, can you hear me? Are you with us?
Yes, I can hear you, Tom.
Okay. Okay. So do you have any questions?
No, I'm just, this is my first time joining, so I just want to watch and see what will happen.
It's your first time joining. You were not here yesterday.
No, I tried, but network issues that took me out, so I couldn't continue.
Okay. Okay. All right. So Mr. Zoki, I believe you have some issues with your system. Can you proceed to share your screen so we can sort out your issue immediately?
I'm okay at the moment. I'm okay.
Okay, you're okay at the moment. You're able to fix it?
No, I don't need it today.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. Yep.
All right. So also for those of you that have downloaded the Percept Trader AI, we released a version that doesn't use a DLO file, and that's what we are planning to do. From next year, we are planning to release softwares without DLO file. Although it's very expensive, guys, to get to make the softwares without DLO files, but it's, I don't know. We are looking at your thoughts on this, because the DLO files, you know, even if they are licenses, they cause issues sometimes with regards to the terminal. So let's say you have a DLO file, it sometimes is restricted to certain terminals. You have to get the terminal that the DLO file works on, and if the DLO file, if the terminal was to be upgraded, the license will no longer work. So you have to downgrade back to another terminal where it works on. So we are looking at, you know, uploading softwares without DLO files from next year. But then we also have to increase the price of the softwares as well. So I don't know if you guys are okay with that. What do you think? What do you guys think?
I'm just wondering, you know, where we've got our downloads, are you able to put a terminal there and show us how to download it from your, you know, where I purchase it, where our orders are? Are you able to put a terminal in there that we can come back to and download it, and then instruct us how to open that one up? And that way we don't need to spend money in upgrading it to a non-Dell if we had that option of downloading the same terminal over and over.
Yes, actually we do have that. We do have that, but it's, you know, it's very complicated sometimes. Right, it's complicated. Okay. Like, you need my assistance in order to install the system, even if the terminal is there. Right, so sometimes your system might auto upgrade, and you might not even know that your terminal auto upgraded. Right, so those are the issues that we have. But if you have a system that doesn't require a DLO file, the installation is straightforward, right, and it works forever. So that's exactly what we are looking at. We're looking at getting just systems without DLO files, and we are also majorly going to focus on our own systems from next year as well. So we may not be releasing third-party systems as much as we have, except they are, you know, majorly profitable, so we won't have much issues with, you know, clients along the way. Because basically what we are doing here at Trading Kernel is that we're providing you guys with these systems, and we are providing you guys with the support as well that you're supposed to get from the developers of the system. So you're providing with both how to trade with these systems, how to install them, how to download them, you know, stuff like that. And when there are systems that the strategies are very complicated or sometimes overfitted, right, sometimes they may not work. Right, so we are looking at going from scratch with our own system, showing you how to download, install, backtest, and optimize these systems as well. So those are the things we are looking at starting out from next year. Let me just share my screen and let's proceed to the PPI announcement. It's going to come out in about 20 minutes. Let me just share my screen, join from here, share my screen with you guys. Okay, let me just share my screen. So can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So basically, this is where we are going to be trading the. This is where we're going to be trading the PPI, the news announcements. It's in about 20 minutes thereabouts. So let me just do a brief explanation of how this candle trader system works. It's a system that can be used to trade spikes, right? So let's say there is a major economic event, a news announcement, something of sorts, right? You activate the system probably seconds to the announcement, and what the system does is that it waits until the current candle, right, the length of the current candle is higher than the previous candle. It also measures the volume and measures some other factors, right, so that when there is a spike in one direction, it automatically places a trade in that direction, okay, and naturally it closes at the end of the candle, right? But as trading this system, what you're going to do is that when there's a news announcement and you look at the news and somewhat the news is kind of like positive or negative strongly, you can allow the system to continue trading in that direction, and then you disable automated trading. So as you can see, we have automated trading disabled, right? Can you see that? Can you guys see that?
It's a little small, but I can just see it.
Okay, so we have automated trading disabled right now, and seconds the news announcement, we are going to enable automated trading. So yesterday we traded with this system. I don't think any of you were here when we did that, but for those that were here, we traded the CPI and we had an entry around here for the AUD UST, and we closed out around here because we passed that challenge. This is actually a prop firm account. This is the phase 2 of the account, so the candle trader system 1.0. This is the phase 2, and we had an exit around here. We also had a trade for GBP USD and USD JPY as well. So just go back here for USD JPY and GBP USD. So let's look at the current PPI today. Okay, so let's look at the core PPI here. Can you guys see my screen?
Oh yes, we can see.
All right, so
Yes,
this is the producer price index, and basically what you're going to do with this bot is that whenever there's a pending news announcement like this, okay, you're going to look at statistics, right? What's happened in the past, right? So for example, the core PPI was released previously on the 11th of October 2023. Okay, so you can see the core PPI here. We had 0.2 and an actual of 0.2, a forecast of 0.2, and a previous of 0.4%. Okay, so now let's go ahead and look at the 11th of the 0.3 rather, 0.2 and 0.2. So let's go ahead and look at the 11th of October here from our chart. So let's look at GBP USD. Let me just take this back a little bit. So the 11th of October. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah, yes.
Okay, so 11th of October was probably around here. Just open this on AUD USD. I think we had a trade on AUD USD. Expand this out. We had a trade on AUD USD on the 11th of October. I think so. Okay. So I think this was the trade. This was the trade here. This was the 11th of October. So this was the trade, right? So there was a spike to the downside, right? Can you guys see? Let me just expand this. So I think I've missed it. Okay. Expand this out here. Okay. So can you guys see?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So this was the announcement here, right? This was the announcement. This was the PPI announcement here. Let me just take this back here. This was the core PPI announcement here. Okay. This was the announcement here. So we had a spike to the downside, right? So had a spike to downside, and the bot entered the trade in the sell direction, okay? But what happened was that the price reversed backwards, okay? We didn't actually hit our stop loss. This was where our stop loss was. We didn't hit our stop loss, but we made a loss on this trade. Okay, so the system is not all perfect, right? So we had a spike to the downside, the price went back up, the price went back up. So this is what we are going to be trying to avoid today once we have an entry. But the difference between that and this is that basically we don't have just the PPI today. We have the Empire State Manufacturing Index, we have the core retail sales as well, and the retail sales for the month also. Okay, so basically if everything appears to go in one direction, then we can see a very good spike to any of the direction that this is happening. Okay, so basically we are not trying to predict what happens in the market. So let's say for example, Mr. Martin has a buy trade on gold, right? And he's assuming that whatever happens on the news is going to push up the price of gold, right, with respect to XAUSD. So that's more like predicting, right? So you're gambling that the price is going to go in one direction, and if it doesn't go in that direction, you're going to make a loss, right? So what the system is basically doing is waiting to see where the price goes before it enters the position. And because it's a forex robot, obviously it can place trades within milliseconds, right? Very fast, super fast. So it enters where a whole lot of other people are entering at as well, to ensure a very good entry. So that's just basically how the system works. So we have about 13 minutes to the announcements. Let's just hold on for 13 minutes and then we're going to trade. So do you guys have any questions? Mr. Martin, Mr. Paul, you can ask your questions, please.
Okay, in this case, what is going to happen to gold? Is it going to go up or down? I'm a bit confused today. I don't know which direction to take.
I don't know that as well. I don't think anybody does, right? I don't think anybody does. So nobody sees the future, and that's exactly what we're trying to explain here. Nobody knows the future. So we are waiting a few seconds to when the announcement is going to be released, and then we can enable our automated trading system to trade alongside with the news. Okay.
Right. So we're using the announcements as an edge.
Yes, because we know that there's going to be a spike. We don't know if there's going to be a spike, right? But statistically, there's a high probability that there's going to be a spike, right? But we don't know. The only thing that we don't know is the direction of the spike, if it's upwards or it's downwards, right? So what we're doing with this bot is that we are enabling that when it does that, it's going to wait for the spike to go in one direction, and then it's going to obviously follow that direction by placing a trade in that direction. Okay,
so it's not fully automatic. We have to sit there and start it and stop it on it before every announcement.
Exactly. Not every announcement. An announcement that that has a very high probability to produce bullish candles like this, right? So for example, interest rates, the NFP, the CPI year-to-year or yearly data, and some of other important macroeconomic data. Okay.
Is that something that you're going to be sharing with us, say in a couple of days? These are the ones that might interest us.
Obviously.
I mean, some of us, I got no idea.
Obviously, we have just been testing the system out to see how it functions. I don't know how many minutes we have. I would have played this video with you guys. Let me just go back and see if I can play this this video for you guys. Let's just wait until the announcements and let's see what actually happens. Okay.
All
right. How's your back testing been going so far, Tony, on this?
All right. So, Mr. Zoki, how has is it the golden pickaxe you're using or the waka waka?
I'm using both.
Okay. So how has it been performing for you so far?
Quite good. I think they both got a bit of a smashing today, but they're still hanging in.
Okay. The smashing in terms of a stop loss or
No. Just today everything went crazy with the Canadian and Australian dollar, so it's taken 3 positions to try to recover, but it's still there.
okay. And
And the golden pickaxe has taken 2 positions, and yeah.
I have some systems that are open that are 3 positions and 2 positions in as well. So basically, what we are praying for, Mr. Martin, is that we have negative news to positive news rather to bring down the spike that happened yesterday. So if that happens, automatically all of our trades will be closed and we're going to go back to break even. But if it goes in the same direction, let's say for example, if we have another spike to the upside again, that's going to be a major issue for us. Let me even see if I can show you one of my systems that's currently on the trade right now. I think this one. So you can see this system now, it's on a sell trade. Can you guys see? It's on a sell trade. And this is the stop loss has been moved to break even automatically by the system, and this is where the take profit is. So basically what we are praying for is that the price comes back down here. Okay, so basically most of my systems are currently on sell positions right now. So if the price goes in the opposite direction, it's going to be a huge blow for me today. So let's just watch.
Yes, it's going to be tough. I'll have an option where I can let the account blow or put more money in it to cover a 3rd position of a higher lot size to recover.
Okay. That's why I always recommend that you use a very low lot size. Okay, so let me just show you one of my systems that's currently on trade right now. This is one of the systems here. It's one of the systems. This is the K system. It's a K system. It's a martingale system. And you can see so far that it's currently on a $48 loss, even though it has actually opened 3 trades and all of them are negative, right? All of them are in losses, but I'm losing just $49 here. And you can see my account balance here. This is a live account. I have about $1,500 here, right? So imagine how many trades this system would have to open for this amount here to get to even probably 500 USD. It's going to be a lot of trades. And the reason why this system is very good is regards to the fact that two major currency pairs cannot go in one direction forever, right? We are banking on the fact that even if it goes in one direction, even if something happens, the government is going to try to step in to buy back their currency, right? That's what we are banking on. So that's why we are trading the major pairs using this system. And for the probability that this system is going to go make $1,000 loss is very low. Okay, that's just why I recommend that you guys always, you can see I'm using 0.2, so it has opened 0.2 and then 0.4. So if the price comes down to probably a point like this, all of the trades will be closed. That's why I recommend you guys use very low lot size while you're trading with such systems. Okay.
Yeah, I've got lot 3 and 4 going at the moment, and still, I think we'll just have to wait and see. If it goes up another spike like it happened, it's going to be tough. Yeah,
it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for you because I recommended that you use a very low lot size, and I also asked you to use a demo account so you can see how the system works, so you can be comfortable while trading with the system, and you're not going to be all spiked when it's going through a period of drawdown like this. Okay.
Yeah, either have a higher count size, have $10,000 with 2 or 3, you should be fairly safe.
Yeah, it's not. For example, I showed you an account where I had $1,500, but it's probably very low. Okay, so whenever you want to, increase your lot size, what you have to do is to increase your account balance as well. So you deposit more. What's going on?
That's correct. Yeah. There was Valerie just put a lady that it's got $60,000 on there, and she's she's made quite a bit of profit, but with $60,000 you can increase your lot size.
Yeah, you can. You can increase your lot size actually. I hope I don't get an issue like this again. Guys, you can see what just happened now. I had a network interruption to my VPS. Such kind of things are really scary when you're about to trade a news announcement. So probably like few minutes it just disappears and you miss out on it. You can see the price just keeps surging higher. Like you can see we had level here and it broke here and another level here as well. So the price just keeps surging higher, and that is because of the inflation that we can now say, bye bye to. Okay, so you can see that's why all the currencies are beginning to pick up against the USD.
Yes.
So it's 4 minutes to the data announcement. Let me just open up my Forex factory so we can see the news announcement. Okay, so 3 minutes and 13 seconds in. And yesterday guys, we made a lot of profits. We didn't actually make a lot of profits, but we had a very good entry. And the reason why we didn't make a lot of profits was because of because we traded on our prop firm account. We were on 7% and our target actually was 9%. So that we made a loss initially of about $100 thereabouts, and then we had another trade and then it went up. So we closed out roughly around here. So you can imagine when we had a buy trade here, for just AUD USD alone, and we closed out around here. So you can see the rest of this move here is what we missed out on, and the reason why the trades were closed was because we passed the challenge. So the prop firm automatically closed out the trades and gave us a second account. So you can see this is a 1,000 account now. We haven't taken any trades on this account. So this is the phase 2 here, and we are trying to pass it using this same system. So if we were actually on a live account yesterday, we could have made roughly about probably 20% or 15% from this spike here alone. Probably about 20% or 15% of our account. That's a lot of money. Okay, that's a lot of money, guys, from spike like this. And we had another one here during the NFP announcement. You can see this one, guys. Can you see this one?
Yes.
This one here, this was a sell trade. Can you guys see? So same thing happened here. We had a sell trade here, and you can see the price went all the way down. We closed out roughly around here. So let's see if we're going to have another spike today. I'm praying this happens, comes to the downside. So let's just see.
So what are you using? A trailing stop loss that when it comes back up it cuts, or are you just going for a certain? How are you doing it today that it's going to...
It actually uses a stop loss. Can you see? This stop loss was here. Okay, we had a stop loss. Always have a stop loss. So if it hits our stop loss, automatically we get out. And what I'm going to be doing is...
no, I'm talking about the profit, Tony, this time. How are you going to let it run to the top?
Basically, that's what I'm saying. So it's already a few minutes. So I'm just going to count down and then activate the system. I was actually supposed to reduce the risks from 0.5 in lot size to 0.25 because I'm not actually expecting a very huge spike today. But let's see what happens there. You can see the candle is beginning to squeeze on both sides here. So I'm just going to... So it's 24 seconds in. I'm going to activate this 10 seconds in. Okay. Alright, so I've activated the system and we don't have any trades at the moment. It's 5 seconds in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay.
Well,
you can see we have a spike. You can see we have a spike. And we're in about...
Which way? I can't see.
We have about $41 profits.
It's opened up a sell and 2 buys.
Yes, that's because, just hold on. We are in about $20